All right, finally, you guys. The genuine article. Led Zeppelin. Stairway to Heaven. Let's go. What is going down, world? Welcome to the 40-year-old FUQ Boys podcast. I go by the name Black Pegasus, and here we are. Led Zeppelin, Stairway to Heaven, live at Earls Court, 1975. Now, this is interesting. I've heard a cover of Stairway to Heaven, actually Heart. I reacted to that, and I think I might have heard one other cover. But I believe Led Zeppelin, this is Led Zeppelin's song, isn't it? Or is this because what's been interesting is I've been doing like big reactions, and I'm so like under the curve when it comes to some of the musical history. It's cool. You guys been tapping in the comments. You're like, oh, this was written by da 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 da, and I'm like, oh shit, I thought this was their song. I'm under the impression this is Led Zeppelin's song, and when people cover this song, they're covering Led Zeppelin. I could be incorrect. This is Stairway to Heaven. I really want to pay attention to the lyrics and try to understand what's going on here. Shout out to everyone who's been showing love on the channel, especially to all the Led Zeppelin heads, because I've seen some really cool comments. I've seen some funny ones. Today, the funniest thing I saw, it said, Iron Maiden is a molehill. Led Zeppelin is Mount Everest. Yo, son. I was like, that is bananas, yo. That's hilarious. Whoever put that, you're ill. Anyways, let's go, you guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe. 40-year-old boys are back in town. 40. The boys are back in town. 40-year-old boys are back in town. The boys are back in town.
40-year-old FUQ Boys podcast. Malt liquor for your ears. 40.
All right, y'all. Let me get this logo down and pull the video up. Don't forget, support the original content on the channel. Been working on some hip-hop music and stuff like that, but we got some other things going too. And when you support the original stuff, it allows us to produce more of it. Also, big shout out to all the members. If you want to become a member, the link's in the description. Gives you access to all the reactions early and what we're doing behind the scenes. There's no obligation. Just want to take time to thank the members, man. We appreciate you. Goes a long way, helps the dream work, and let's get it, man. Let's see what this Led Zeppelin is about. Stairway to Heaven. Let's go. Is that like a flute in the background?
There's a lady shoe, all that glitters is gold, and she's buying a stairway to heaven. And when she gets there, she knows if the stars are all closed, with a word she can get what she came for. She's buying a stairway to heaven. There's a sign on the wall, but she wants to be sure, 'cause you know sometimes words have two meanings. In a tree by the brook, there's a songbird who sings. Sometimes all of our thoughts are misgiven.
This is crazy.
Oh. And it makes me wonder. There's a feeling I get when I look to the west, and my spirit is crying for leaving. In my thoughts I have seen rings of smoke through the trees, and the voices of those who stand looking.
Yo, the music is great. His voice is this dude's crazy. What I'm really trying to pick up on, if you guys are seeing me so focused in, is what does this mean? What is this song really about? You know, this lady, glitter, gold, buying a stairway to heaven. What does that mean? She trying to buy her way into heaven? And this story is going to keep unfolding. This is interesting. Because I don't, you know, the more I think about it, I heard the cover, but as I'm listening to the lyrics, really listening to it, that's where I am right now in this song. I'm like, what does this mean? What is the message here? So, anyways, I'm enjoying this. This is great. Musically, it's very laid back. It just lets me focus on the lyrics and where is this going.
And it's whispered that soon, if we all call a tune, then the piper will lead us to reason, and a new day will dawn for those who stand long, and the forests will echo with laughter. Do you remember laughter? Priceless. Bustle in your hedgerow, don't be alarmed, man.
that a tempo switch? How common is it for a guitarist to play this double guitar? Out of all the reactions I've done on the channel, I've only seen this on, I think it's Coed Cambria. I don't know if that's how you say it, but I remember that dude because it's like I rarely ever see this. And it seemed like for the whole beginning of the song, he played the upper part of the guitar. And now that he's really getting into this like more upbeat, and I think there was a tempo switch for this part. And now he's playing the bottom half of the guitar, which is interesting. I don't know enough about guitars as it is, let alone this fool pulling out the double decker shotgun on your ass. Tripping. He just out of his mind. Also. Maybe he's just feeling the music.
a stairway to heaven.
We got to look up these lyrics, man. He lost me on some of that. I couldn't understand the way he was singing. I couldn't make out all of the lyrics. Led Zeppelin, Stairway to Heaven lyrics. All right, here we go. There's a lady who's sure all that glitters is gold, and she's buying a stairway to heaven, which is interesting to start it off like that, because I've heard the saying, everything that glitters isn't gold, right? That's an old school saying. And that's just interesting. There's a lady who's sure all that's glitter is gold, and she's buying a stairway to heaven. When she gets there, she knows if the stores are all closed, with a word she can get what she came for. Ooh, ooh. And she's buying a stairway to heaven. There's a sign on the wall, but she wants to be sure, because you know sometimes words have two meanings. In a tree by the brook, there's a songbird who sings. Sometimes all of our thoughts are misgiven. Ooh, ooh. It makes me wonder. Ooh, ooh. It makes me wonder. There's a feeling I get when I look to the west, and my spirit is crying for leaving. In my thoughts, I have seen rings of smoke through the trees, and the voices of those who stand and look. Ooh, it makes me wonder. Ooh, it makes me wonder. And it whispered that soon, if we all call the tune, then the piper will lead us to reason. And a new day will dawn for those who stand long, and the forest will echo with laughter. Ooh, ooh, ooh. If there's a bustle in your hedgerow, don't be alarmed now. It's just a spring clean for the May Queen. Yes, there are 2 paths you can go by, but it's the long run. There's still time to change the road you're on. And it makes me wonder. Your head is humming and it won't go. In case you don't know, the piper's calling you to join him. Dear lady, can you hear the wind blow? And did you know your stairway lies on the whispering wind? And as we wind on down the road, our shadows taller than our soul, there walks a lady we all know, who shines white light and wants to show how everything still turns to gold. And if you listen very hard, the tune will come to you at last, when all are one, and one is all, to be a rock and not to roll. And she's buying a stairway to heaven. All right. God dang, I have no clue what he's talking about. My mind was like, when he said something about the West, maybe leaving the West or something. I was like, is he? I honestly have no clue what he's talking about here. Very abstract, very cryptic. This reminds me of a reaction I did to, who was it? Bob Dylan. I really couldn't get into his stuff because it was just like, I know it's very poetic and people enjoy that, but for me, it was just too much. I was just like, and I don't need to get things the first time, but I don't even know where to begin with these lyrics. I don't know if there's like a story that I should have known before I heard this. Like, we start with this lady who has these beliefs. She's trying to buy a stairway to heaven. In a tree by the brook, there's a songbird who sings. Sometimes all of our thoughts are misgiven. What does that mean? What's the metaphor there? What's the meaning behind that? And I'm not trying to write this song off just because I don't understand the lyrics. I just, I'm trying to figure out where this goes. There's a feeling I get when I look to the West and my spirit is crying for leaving. So it's almost like the West. Is it looking at the West? Is it looking at the Western world and you left the Western world? In my thoughts, I have seen rings of smoke through the trees and the voices of those who stand looking. Right there, I was like, man, because I know this is like Vietnam times and everyone was against the Vietnam War. Is he like imagining being in Vietnam, seeing smoke in the trees and then missing the West, wishing he could, go back home? But that might be a reach. I have no clue what's going on here. I don't even, what's it? A hedgerow. A hedgerow? Am I saying that incorrectly? It's just a spring clean for the May Queen. Yeah, actually, you know what? Let's cheat, because I hate doing this because I always like to, but I don't even have an interpretation of this. Typically, I'd be like, this is my interpretation of it, but I can't even make an interpretation of it because I really don't understand it. And I wonder if you guys who heard the song the very first time, what did you think of it? Was it like immediately there? Did you know what it meant? Like, you know, I'm not the smartest MF in the world, but I couldn't imagine hearing this in my teenage years and being like, oh my God, I get it. So I'm curious. Let me look this up. What's the meaning behind Led Zeppelin, Stairway to Heaven? Watch it make me just look like a doofus. What is the meaning behind it? What do Led Zeppelin's Stairway to Heaven lyrics mean? Interesting. So I'm going to American Songwriter. Led Zeppelin's Stairway to Heaven is one of the most popular songs of all time. The song has reached the status of those rare, though uber beloved songs that gets requested by fans at concerts. Strangely, the song is also hard to interpret. Okay, so it's not just me. Ask your friends who love rock and roll the meaning, and they're likely to shrug. They may be sing the song final line in the best da-da-da-da. So what does the song mean exactly? Come on, please don't give me a commercial. Recorded in 1970, London, Stairway to Heaven became the most requested, featuring Planet vocals Jimmy Page. In fact, the song began in the lyrics, though, began spontaneously when Page and Plant played the song next to the Fire Headley Range. Page, large amount. The lyrics, the two paths, the most crucial lyrics in the song are, okay, the most crucial lyrics. Yes, there are two paths you can go by, but in the long run, and there's still time to change the road you're on. This idea of two paths is personified in the song by the woman entitled who thinks she can buy a stairway to heaven. Okay. Interesting enough, I was like, how do you buy your way into heaven? Like, you know what I mean? All right. She can buy a stairway to heaven, who thinks all that glitters is gold, and who believes, sings Plant if the stores are all closed with a word she can get for However, there is another path. That is one of the singers who sing about rings of smoke, trees, and other natural wonders. This is the path worth taking, according to the singer. In fact, music may lead the way for all of us misguided women who bought the stairway to heaven. This is what the singer hopes will happen to all people, especially the woman, a brush with reason or logic, and it's whispered that soon. Okay, that's interesting. Essentially what they're saying, it's a song about two pathways, and that's what he's singing about. This woman trying to, pay for a stairway to heaven, pay her way into heaven, and then a way with more like music and nature, something to that degree. That's what it seemed to be alluding to there. I'm still did not get that from those lyrics. I don't know how I'm supposed to get that from those lyrics. So it's definitely something I'm going to go back and read. It reminds me of, is it Old Testament? Like certain scriptures where you're like, man, this is tough to get through. Like, what are they talking about? But then sometimes with the guidance of a pastor or like some Google searches, you're like, oh, you're able to figure it out. That's what I would have to do here, because I was lost on the first listen, and I pay attention to lyrics, you guys, me being a rapper. So, if you stuck around this long, kudos to you. I just was very curious, because that's what makes me that's what makes or breaks a song for me, is the lyrics. The fact that this song sounded the way it did, so beautiful, but there's this in-depth meaning that I couldn't get on the first listen. To be real, it's intriguing. It's making me more curious about the band. I actually want to do a deep dive on these lyrics. Like, how, I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes it's like, you need a decoder ring to figure certain things out. This is fun. I kind of want to decode this and try to understand it more. That's where I'm at. It's funny because I don't know what people expected with this reaction, because sometimes I'm really hype but I couldn't get hype with this type of song and the lyrics. The lyrics to me, I was like, I want to understand what's going on here, because when you start talking about a stairway to heaven and this woman, and it's like, I'm like, yo, this is kind of eerie. This is kind of cool. Like, what is going on here? Anyways, that's my take. I'm sticking to it. Let me know what you guys think. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know what I got, what I missed, and I appreciate you guys tapping in with your boy. 40.
Thank you for being some man. 40 years down the road, back again. FUQ, boy.